Mew is back. Mew is here. You know what we do with Mew, right? What is good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. Where have I been? Well, there really hasn't been much reported on this game. I mean, it's been almost a month, actually. Maybe 2 weeks. It's been like maybe 2 weeks, two and a half weeks since we've seen any real updates with this game. But the devs, Kareu, the team is still doing well. Thank you guys to everybody who is becoming patrons and, helping them push this game forward. I know Rob. Thank you, Rob. Rob is doing a hell of a job on his end with all the updates. Now, I saw there was some new figures, so I was like, all right, got to check it out. I heard Mew was a part of the team. I'm like, all right. So I have 3 matches to show you. So I didn't want to go into that. Let's jump into the matches. First match here is, I believe, against Wait, where's the pause right here? Domingo. God, dude, what am I? I'm such an idiot. Domingo. I don't know if you watch my videos, but who were you in Pokemon Duel? Was your IGN? Was this your IGN? Because I respect playing former Pokemon Duel players. We actually have good matches, but I get in this match and rip to his figures, but look at my figures. We have Mew, we have Rayquaza, we have Meowth. Okay, we have a lot of good figures, and we have the Salamence. So I'm like, dude, it's kind of over for Domingo. Hopefully we can get some good footage here. So let's see what actually happened. I'm freaking out in chat. I'm like, oh my god, we got Mew. The only bad thing here is we don't have the air balloon, man. Rip, I miss air balloon. But I want to, if there's anybody who's watching my channel that's relatively new to Pokemon Duel, I kind of want to just point this out to you right now. Something that can help you guys if you guys go first and you have 2 runners. Runners meaning 2 Pokemon with 3 MP. What I typically like to do is on my opening, obviously I look at my opponent's team, see what they have, see what best matches up against them, but I'll open 1 3 MP figure right here. They're going to have to block it off. If they don't block it off, we get the entry point. Once they block it off, then you can move your 3rd runner right here in the center, all right? So what it does is it puts a lot of pressure on them because they can't just freely bring up something on this side. If they do, then you can move your run up here, threaten game. So they have to play defensive right off the bat. So if there's any new players, that's kind of I don't know, meta-ish right now. At least that's what I picked up. So yeah, I'm going to open up with a Trico. Yeah, I'm saying rip no air balloon. And then the next thing, since I have 2 runners, I'm going to put Mew right in the center. But other than that, what else has this game? They've added new figures. Is it still playable? I don't know. Not really, not in my opinion. There's still a lot of bugs, but there still are new additions. I like that they brought new figures, but we need Shutter, my boy. I don't know what's going on the coding end. I don't know anything about that, so take what I'm saying for a grain of salt. But I feel like before we introduce new figures, we should fix some of the known problems. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know how hard it is to do with that. I'm just saying. Or maybe this was easier to bring in new figures and it allows you to test better. So I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, so I'm going to X attack here. We're going to go after the Charmander. It's just good odds. But of course, I'm going to want the shuttle flip. How my RNG goes. So here I'm deciding, what do I want to do? I can't move Mew. Well, actually, I could have moved him to the center. What I was thinking is if I move him to the center, then they can move up something right here. And if they moved up something right here, I would have to block them off, which would result in me getting my Mew surrounded. Or if I moved over here, then they would be able to advance through here. So I was thinking, what was the best scenario here? Where should I move my Mew? I ended up deciding to move Mew here. I could have moved it back 1, but I would have more pressure if my Mew was on this side. So I believe this was the right play. I'm not entirely sure if you guys, any veterans watching right now, please let me know in the comments below. Was that the right play to move Mew there opposed to here and here? Anyway, he's going to attack me and rip. Remember how how much Poliwhirl destroyed level 4 or below Mew? Mew with that, I mean, of course I landed this. But anyway, we are going to switch to the Salamence here just in case he does want to attack or move up. Or just in case he does attack and I, for some reason, land the fly. It just allows me, more mobility. So, anyway, We have the Rayquaza. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. See, I'm looking at the Rayquaza. I got to remember how it works. I move up Mew here just because I want to switch with the Rayquaza, with the Salamence, then bring up the Salamence, and then go for a surround fake out with the Mew, or a threatening game with the Rayquaza. Okay, let me explain that real fast. All right, so what we do is we decide to move up Salamence here. Now, Domingo here has the goal open. So if we attack the Armaldo with the Rayquaza jumps over the opposing opponent and moves 1 to 2 steps away. Could have been GG boys. But also doing that'll put Salamence on the bench. Salamence is 2 MP. Salamence can move right here after that the following turn, and then we can attack with Mew, go for a fake out, surround. Jeez, okay. So that was my thought process there. So I should move up Salamence here. Yep. I mean, he could have attacked here. He probably has decent odds, but not worth the risk. I mean, even if I did get the fly away, I would be surrounded. So, okay, so he moves up there. Not sure why, but now I'm going to pull the switch here. Like, he had a double surround set up just in case I did land flies. I don't know why he brought up Piplup. But now Domingo here definitely does see that game is going to be threatened here. And okay, that's why he moved up the Piplup. Good. Okay, so good play. See, that's what I'm saying. Like it's good to play veterans of the game because it makes it for a good match. So anyway, he's going to attack. He attacks my Meowth, and we do get the fake out, which is fine. I'm okay with the trade. So it's double surround. However, the game crashed. So I know surrounds aren't bugged, but maybe double surrounds are bugged. But all right, that's the end of the first match. Let's bring up the second match. What do we want to showcase off here? Oh, we go up against our good old friend D. Haley. Haley, anytime we match up, brother, always good duels. Always good duels. Let's go here. D. Haley's team. What do I? Oh, wait. What do I have here? I don't think. Yeah, this is just a pretty standard game. Oh, yeah, apparently there's like 10 new figures. I don't know who the 10 new figures are. I honestly don't know. Check out Rob's video if you want to know that. I'll link it in the description below, and I actually need to watch it too. I just heard there was new figures. So what am I doing here? I have 2 runners, so just like we talked about the first match, I'm going to do my initial open, but I need to figure out what runner I want to be in the center. I decided to go with the Imalgo because I could land Volt Switch, and then I could switch it with one of my Pokemon on the bench, which, I mean, Esper does have the Psychic, which benches them, but the odds are very, very slim. But regardless, I'm going to see Haley that Haley knows. So Haley was defensive there. So now I'm threatening the game. He's just going to cover goal with his Butterfree. I thought about attacking here, like I really did. Actually, I'm going to stop it right there. That was a misplay on my end. I really thought about attacking here because Butterfree does have a big miss. But you know, I probably should have actually. But I also was going to put the Imalgo right here, but I know that this Luxray has pretty decent odds at KOing the Imalgo. But that's why I moved him over here. But if I decided to move him here, which I believe was the correct play, say he attacks and I get the Volt Switch, and you know he lands his white, I can switch with the Esper. I can surround the following turn with the Zubat. And then I can attack after that with the Esper to try to land my purple and kick him to the bench. So that was a misplay on my end. But like on this match, I know Haley. I know how good he is, so that's why I was like, all right, we're gonna play safe here. I'm not sure why he brought on Cacnea there instead of something right here. And well, actually, no, that was a good play because Cacnea is a good a goalie, I guess, right now as far as meta goes. And then he can counter with whatever I decide to move up here. So the correct play here for me would be to move up on this side, which I don't even know if I don't. Yeah, I don't even do that. So I move up the Mightyena, and I feel like Mightyena is okay here because of the purple. But yeah, I definitely should have moved on the left side here to make Haley decide what he wants to put on this side so then I can counter. Agree with the play. Nothing to lose. Wins the roll. I mean, he could land this, but... not much to do here. Like the Esper is kind of like my trump card, so kind of want to save that. But we get a fortunate miss on the Luxray. Feels good. So we're gonna bring up the dude. Rip feels good, but Rip, we never got Nidoking, man. We never got Nidoking. So Nidoran is gonna shine here. I like that. Nidoran taking out this Luxray. He's gonna X attack here. And Rip, dude, Nidoran is coming through. Let's go. So I actually thought about X attacking here and going after this Eradicate, but I do have a large miss. I have the, dude, I don't know. I had all of the momentum. I should have risked it, but if I lose the momentum there, he just brings on. I should have probably done it there. Probably should have risked it, but he's going to switch here. And what I failed to realize, okay, so Haley here, veteran player. Me here, veteran player, but not paying attention. All right. I know he brings up the Bronzor. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You bring up the Bronzor. I'm going to basically set up a surround here. After he pulled the switch, after my following turn, I looked at the Z gauge and I was like, oh God. Bronzor. Not only is Bronzong? Is it Bronzong or Bronzor? Whatever which one it is. It's a steel type. I know what the steel Z move does. He moves, one step away. But he's also a psychic type. So after I made my next move, I was like, oh no. GG boys, I'm going to lose. So great play by Haley. Being aware of the Z gauge, he's going to Shattered Psyche. Okay, actually, I guess it was the prior move. And I'm like, come on, we can land Taunt, but we don't. We land Crunch. He gets the Shattered Psychic, and I'm like, well, there's actually nothing I can do here. I have to hope on my last trump card that I wanted you to pull the Pokemon Switch on either the Nidoran or the Emolga to attack the Butterfree, but I was like, you know what, we're going to use the trump card right now. We're going to attack with this Esper. Hopefully we get the, Psychic Powers? And we do get the Psychic Power. Like, Rip feels bad, and at this point, Haley's being the good sport. He's just going to move away, and he's going to allow me to take the entry point. But otherwise, he would have won there. 9 times out of 10, Haley would have won there. RNG right there. It's just the equalizer. And it's what made this game so good. But all right, let's jump into the third and final match, which the only thing I really want to showcase off, we had Mew, we had Rayquaza. I think there's 2 new figures that I have here. One of them being Pikachu Rare, Let's Go, and the Turtwig. I've never seen the Turtwig, so I think Turtwig is new, but I wasn't even fully aware of Pikachu until like later. And once again, we're going up against Domingo. And the reason why I want to just showcase this match is because it's a good match. It makes you think. And then I want to possibly diagnose what happened here, because the game crashed. I don't know exactly what happened. So, but I see right there, I'm freaking out. I have Pikachu Rare. I just noticed it. So now I'm like in the chat. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, all right, dude, let's use Pika. But the reason why I did that, he's got to counter something. He doesn't have 3 MP. I'm going to move Pikachu right up, and then I'm going to start attacking with the Hawlucha. I mean, Hawlucha has a lot of miss, but since I have Hawlucha, I'm going to try to play with Hawlucha because I'm in a position to where Hawlucha is a legitimate contender in terms of meta because we don't have that many figures out, right? So you got to utilize what you currently have. So I'm going to move up. That's how you use Hawlucha. You got to have a figure between you and the opponent, and then that allows you to attack 2 steps away. Only problem is the Bayleaf, though. Like, I only have 1 shot here. It's the X attack, and I have to land press. But Pinsir is a problem for me. I already used my Pikachu Rare, like, prematurely used Pikachu Rare. I was like excited that I have him. Pikachu Rare is like my only counter to anything with purple or heavy purple, especially this Pinsir and the Gumi, and I'm using it against Bayleaf, right? But anyway, I decided to go up with Turtwig. Has a huge withdrawal, so a huge survivability. Only problem is Z-move fodder. So I thought, this is such a misplay, I thought about countering Scyther with my Scyther, but I was like, I have the better figure. I have Charizard. Well, what I failed to realize is Domingo also has Charizard. So yeah, misplay on my end. So I think we do it right now. I was deciding. I was like, dude, do I want to do this? Should I do this? I don't know. but it's an opportunity. And if the opportunity presents itself, like, you have to take it. So I'm like, all right. See, I look at there, I'm like 28, like roughly 28% to land this roll. But like I said, if the opportunity arises, you have to go for it. So I'm like, all right, we're going to X attack. We're going to go for it. And he lands poison powder. We land tackle. We did not get the correct roll. And there goes my plate. And plates are very crucial right now. Plates are very crucial in today's meta because we only have 3. But he's going to move a Pincer. He's going to attack again. And we do get the withdrawal. Unfortunately, we couldn't land an attack there. That would have been nice to KO there. But we're going to attack again. Hopefully it lands miss. It lands poison powder again. Domingo here also has Kyogre, which is probably the best goalie in the game right now, which is funny because Kyogre was always a good goalie. So it moves up Charizard. I believe I move up the Tauros here just for the kick away. Oh, no, I don't. I go with Scyther. What? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that play. I definitely thought about going after it, but Charizard doing Charizard things, rolling a miss. So obviously, I'm going to advance up here with the Scyther. And then with Domingo here, he's going to counter here with the Gumi, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can stay there. I know you have Slippery Swap. Gumi's like one of my favorite. He's the best common figure in Pokemon Duel, right? Pokemon Duel history, best common, I believe so. So because of the Slippery Swap, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a surround here, bring in the Tauros, and he recognizes that. I like it. So now I'm just like, all right, we're just going to attack again with the Hawlucha. It's the best play here. Actually, we could attack with Charizard, but Charizard likes to roll miss. So I don't want to give him the momentum if Charizard were to roll a miss here. So I believe I attack again with Hawlucha. Yeah, like we have to hit this roll here. And we don't hit the roll. That's, I think, 3rd consecutive poison powder. And now I realize that Domingo's poison powder, or not poison powder, the Z gauge is up. So I need to play a little defensive here. I can't remember what he does here, though. So I'm looking at my figures. Unfortunately, my Z gauge is going to come up. I'm just verifying the typings. Like I know them, but I'm just double checking to see if I have anything that can advance me up the board. Unfortunately, I don't. And we land another, or he lands another miss, but I also land a miss. So here I'm like, all right, what can I do? I can Z move the Scyther. I can Z move the Bayleaf. But like, what is that going to do? Is that going to put me in an advantageous spot to end the game? His Z gauge is also up. This Turtwig is Z fodder death. It's basically dead. He can also Z move a Scyther and risk it against the Charizard. So what I'm trying to figure out here, I'm like, what should I do here? And to my better judgment, I wouldn't even say that. I honestly believe the best play here is to be more defensive. So what I ended up deciding to do was move my Tauros back to be more defensive. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would have done here. But there's something very interesting after this. Like, I'm taking forever, right? Like, I took over a minute to make a move. I think I actually make my move at like 114. But after I make my move, the game freezes. And I don't know why. So, what I'm thinking is maybe if you take an extended period of time to move. Oh, never mind. It's not 114. It's 143. If you take an extended period of time to move, does that crash the game? Wait a minute. So yeah, this entire time I'm waiting. I'm thinking he's trying to figure out what to do. But you'll look in the chat, like I was like, hey, and he said he was waiting for me. So I don't know. But yeah, that was the end of that match. And I'm just trying to figure out why it crashed. I don't know. Maybe you guys have some insight. Please let me know in the comments below. But that's currently where the game is at right now. Like I said, is it playable? Is it fun? Not really, honestly. Like, it's cool we introduced new figures, but if we can't finish a game, it's not that fun. And I know they're Shutter's working hard, and I commend them. I think that's great. So I'm going to continue to support him. I actually just renewed my Patreon. So I will continue to support him and them. I'm sorry. I'll continue to support them until we get this game fully functional. I heard some rumors like mid next year we might possibly have a fully functional game, but videos for this game are going to be less and less. You'll see more when more gets introduced to the game. But that's all we're going to cover for today. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.